Man, welcome to a new episode of the P.V.O Show. This is our little short, and man, let's talk about this real quick. I just seen something on Twitter, and it's a quick article of apparently these two parents are getting divorced, and it's not a small or light issue. This is actually this is pretty bad. This is I'm trying to see if I can find it too. Yeah, this is pretty bad. This guy's saying he's divorcing his wife over her OnlyFans and he can't stand the shame. Um, but it goes a little bit deeper than just him just going through some pain and him dealing with shame. The husband said he's leaving his wife after she started OnlyFans. He's uncomfortable with her decision and says that they have an 11-year-old daughter that is being bullied. Now, I tried to find some more some more of this same exact story, and then a bunch of other ones started popping up, and there are several actual issues where there are several kids out there right now who are being bullied at school for their parents' OnlyFans. Now, how these kids found the OnlyFans account, uh, saying could be a really good question, but it doesn't take that much to find out if you can go to the parents' Instagram account, and everybody does the same thing with their Instagram. If someone does have an OnlyFans account, usually they put it in their bio, like a link tree or something like that, and you can go to that and you'll see all the list of things. So a kid is not being stopped if they know your parents, if they can get access to your parents' Instagram account, Facebook, and stuff like that, and then they can get access to that link tree account or whatever it is, then they're going to be able to get access to see that you have an OnlyFans, that you have a this or that. So it's really not hard for kids, because I've seen people comment, they was like, well, how the hell do the kids know that they have an OnlyFans? It doesn't take much to find out. It really is not that hard. And there's actually so many people that have actually been terminated from jobs and stuff like that because it wasn't that hard to find out. There was a teacher that just lost her job because she was doing OnlyFans, and her and her husband, both teachers at the school, decided to use the classroom for some of their scenes. I'm gonna repeat myself. A teacher used her fucking classroom to have sex as a sex scene in her fucking OnlyFans. The fact that this woman is not in jail is absolutely insane. And I'm not saying like the person had sex with a student or anything like that, but that's disgusting. You had sex in the classroom. These kids come into class. I mean, even if you did wipe shit down, it's the fact that you still did it. Like, if a motherfucker can pee on a school ground and get charged with sexual misconduct and whatever, and get charged and be listed on the registered sex offender list, you most definitely should get the same treatment. If a guy can get that bullshit just for peeing at a school at 3 o'clock in the morning, your nasty ass should get a registered sex offender list just for some stupid shit like that. Because what are you doing in the classroom doing sex scenes? Like, what? Really? Really? But staying on topic with this, I can't believe so many people started making fun of the issue, like, oh, well, I guess this guy just hates his wife. You know what I mean? We have changed literally so much. Completely. We have literally changed so much. With so many of us are so selfish. If you decide to do on OnlyFans on your own accord and you're married and you don't want to have that conversation with your husband, then you already are setting things up for where the shit is gonna get headed. If your partner is uncomfortable, you don't shame your partner and be like, you just don't care, you don't want to support me. Your partner is going to be able to support you in a long range of different things, but OnlyFans definitely doesn't have to be the option. Don't get me wrong. Um, if you got what it takes for a lot of people to like what you can put out there, and you can end up bringing in a lot of money, I understand why so many ladies is doing it. Because right now, the way we are, the way everything is going financially, who wouldn't out there be trying to find ways to find this new hustle? But if it's affecting your household, then it's time to, think about some things and maybe change some things. And the fact that there was so many people just making fun of the situation and just like, oh, well, he just doesn't want to support his wife. Like this is bullshit. It's her body. Like we literally have changed so much. Saying it's hers. What does it matter to him? It's his fucking wife. That's why. That's why. Like, don't come at me with this crap about, saying like it's, my body, my choice. You are not by yourself and you are partnered up. You are literally married to someone. You know what I'm saying? That thought process and that mentality to have, you literally just don't care about your partner. If that's something that you would still do without any care in the world. If you're someone that is married and you would do something that your partner would not 100% um, be behind, you're literally saying, I don't care. Like, I really don't give a flying fuck about your opinion on this. I'm going to go do this and make this money. And they have a daughter that is 11 years old. An 11-year-old is already getting bullied. And the worst part is they're getting bullied to the point where it is about their parent and it is about their OnlyFans account. And obviously the kids probably were able to see everything. So this takes this will take bullying and cyberbullying to a whole new level. If there is anybody right now that's listening to this and you have an OnlyFans account and you do have young children, you need to do everything in your power to try and and protect these kids, because the level of bullying that is about to happen in this time, in this generation, will not be matched. Cyberbullying when I was young was really dumb because the internet was still growing, it was still changing. When I was in middle school and high school, the big thing for us was AOL Instant Messenger. And then, like, by the time we were getting through high school, MySpace was popping. And then by the time we graduated, Facebook had really started popping. But MySpace was like the really, really big thing in high school. And then we had we had the Instant Messenger, the AOL. So that's what we was on all the time. But that form of cyberbullying ain't got nothing on this. Like, there was so much cyberbullying going on at the time. It wasn't anything serious because you literally could just turn that shit off. Turn it off. We didn't really have cell phones yet. You just turn Instant Messenger off, and guess what? Your cyberbullying stops like that. Turn it off. Like, oh, well, they're saying stuff about me. So, turn it off. Is it true? Then why are you answering to it? Turn it off. Now, cyberbullying is about to take a whole new, it's going to take a whole new change. You are talking about kids whose parents obviously have OnlyFans accounts, and these kids are going to get bullied like there is no tomorrow, and there's going to be constant shame. So a lot of you that have kids and want to do these OnlyFans accounts, for the love of God, think about your family first. The money, and here's the thing, the money bite. If you are making money I can't tell you to not go out there and make yours. I really can't. You lay down, boy, go on all over the place. You know, I can't stop nobody from their hustle, but this is not a normal hustle. You know, um, the sex market and when it comes to sex workers with the online community, the sex worker community has done. They've been through some changes. You know what I mean? I I do like that so many people are showing support amongst each other, but I just wish that that support could also be done in other avenues versus just sex work. Like, why was sex work the only thing now that we have where all of a sudden all of us as humans and adults can get along and support each other? Why the hell can't we support each other in normal day life? If you have a regular legal hustle that doesn't involve, saying you having to get naked or anything and do any sexual acts, why can't we support each other in that? But I've seen so many women support each other with sex work that it's like, man, if we only could have that type of that unity with everything across the board, we'd be doing great right now as humans. You know what I mean? Like we would be doing beautiful. But like now everybody's so sensitive. You can't say anything about nothing. I'm looking at the people saying they're like, oh man, you don't, saying you guys just don't like women. Like, it's her body. She don't need to answer to him. It's not about answering to him. You know what I mean? Like, it's his wife, and he doesn't feel comfortable with other guys out there seeing his wife naked. That is not an end of the world type situation. It's a situation where this man and his saying this husband and this wife, they got things to figure out, and obviously it looks like it's not going well. He's worried about his child. If their child's already getting bullied at 11, what do you think that child's going to go through at 16? What are they going to go through when they're 17 years old at school? Like high school, if you can remember how high school was when we were in school, it was horrible. So imagine someone actually has real dirt on you and your family. Like, think about that for a second. You could be called all types of names, just picked on for just the dumbest type of stuff. But imagine actually having something for someone to actually make fun of. Imagine someone actually saw your mom completely naked. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Imagine them seeing, your parent actually doing a real whole sex act and then them showing it to everybody. Imagine if they hacked your shit, they hacked your mom's account and started spreading her video around or something like that. It's the type of shit that goes around today. That cyberbullying has gone next level. Now the cell phones exist. You had all these kids getting in trouble for child pornography because they had sexual acts on their phones and they're underage. So if you're underage and you have another person that's underage on your phone and you get caught with the police because of the law, you have child pornography and you can get in trouble legally. You can literally be in a shitstorm of trouble. So like it's really messed up. And I just want to say, like, if there's people out there that are involved in sex work, but you have kids, you literally need to think about your kids before you also just think about your financial aspects that you want. Everybody's looking for this quick money. When your nudes go online, and a lot of people do not think about this part at all. They see the money, they see the money that's coming in. They see how, like, man, I'm finally doing better because some women are bringing in $30,000 a month, $100,000 a month. I cannot knock y'all hustle. That's a lot of money to be bringing in every month. Who the fuck is not gonna want that? Problem is, not everybody is built like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ladies during COVID that was, They were advertising their, their accounts, and oh my god, man! Like I seen stuff I did not want to, I didn't want to see. You know, some of you ladies weren't blessed to have that. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, not everybody was blessed to be on video, and some people still didn't care and still putting their stuff out there right now. And here's the thing: it's gonna be on there forever. When you put your nudes out there, all of your subscribers, all it takes is one person to subscribe to your channel, and if they have the equipment to do so, they literally can take everything off your channel. There's nothing you can do. Like there's absolutely nothing you can do if OnlyFans hasn't gone out of their way to put a lot of protective measures in so people can't steal videos and stuff. There's nothing you can do. There's already someone who's subscribed to your account and they're downloading everything you have and then they're redistributing it out there. And it's not even like a personal thing. It's literally some people use bots and it just goes through OnlyFans and just rips everything off that person's catalog. You got like thousands of videos on your OnlyFans. It just goes through, takes them all, and then now that's backed up on someone's hard drive right now. Now, say you have a life changing event and your mindset completely changes, and you're like, "Yo, I, I'm not there mentally no more. I don't want to do sex work. I don't want to do any of that stuff." And you completely change your life. You're getting, say, there's a presentation getting ready to happen, or a ceremony, or something like that, and then all of a sudden, you're not getting that ceremony. They need to come. They need to have a conversation with you. Like, hey, what's going on? Well, we wanted to talk to you because we noticed that we found some discrepancies, and then here you are looking at videos you put out fucking years ago. You haven't even seen these videos in years. You forgot all about this shit, and you got tons of them out there, and it's all you naked, all you knew, and now you gotta explain yourself, but in a professional setting. Like, it's not something to just shrug and be like, well, you know what? If that happens, that happens. No, you have no idea what mindset you're going to be in 20 years from when you make these videos. People need to put more thought into sex work. If you're really going to go into it, you need to understand all the consequences that come with it. Every single one of you. I see ladies all the time putting the, saying, all of my stuff is protected. Don't steal and copyright my stuff. No one listens to that. You're wasting your time. If you put your stuff out there, do everything you can to make sure that it is protected. That you have stuff on there that will protect your content so that it cannot get taken. Stop using real names, aliases, all that stuff. Do everything to protect yourself and your family, and understand your consequences, because when it goes out there, it's never coming back, and you'll spend thousands of dollars trying to get it off the internet. So take the time to really put in real thought. Is this worth it? If I'm starting a family and have a family, you gotta think about what your family's going through too. Because people were like, it's her body. If she wants to do it, like, okay, so just fuck her daughter, right? Like, saying her daughter can just fuck off. Like, if I have a child and I'm sitting there thinking about trying to get this quick hustle real quick, I gotta think about them too. I gotta be like, like, what happens if I put this shit out there and then my kid is the one getting tortured for this? You know? Like, imagine you're trying to get a job and the job finds out that you have a parent that's got OnlyFans content, content and stuff like that. That shit happens. You know what I mean? You can be in a professional, a very high level security professional setting, and they find some shit about your parents or something like that, and then you don't get the job. Shit like that happens all the time. So people just need to be mindful and understand that, like, if whatever you do, always just acknowledge the consequences that are going to come with it. And I just gotta say, man, I feel for this child. I feel for the husband too, because, like, who knows how much he's tried to really understand and contemplate these things, because some people put like this label on all the guys, like you guys just don't respect women, and y'all just, this was a husband, you know what I mean? Like, if this was the other way around, I could literally see everybody in there saying like, oh well, this guy needs to listen to his wife because she doesn't feel comfortable with this shit. But because it was a guy saying he didn't feel comfortable with his woman doing it, everybody started giving this guy shit and being like, he just, saying it's the woman's fault. It's the woman's fault. It's like, no, your 11-year-old daughter is getting bullied at school. And the husband obviously doesn't feel comfortable that multiple guys are just going to be looking and jerking off to his fucking wife. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, honestly, if y'all both are not doing the content together, I can understand why. I can understand why this guy is tripping. This guy is going through it right now. And it just seems like so many people were just like, yeah, we don't care. Like, we don't give a flying fuck about none of that. Saying let her get hers. There's nothing wrong with you getting yours, but just you really got to understand that there are consequences, and other people are also going to have to suffer through this, man. This is a wild time that we live in. Again, if y'all have OnlyFans accounts, man, and y'all got kids, please think about your children when y'all do this. Y'all are putting them in a future world of hurt. Like, there's some stuff that they're about to go through that a lot of us when we were kids did not have to deal with. I didn't have to worry about people knowing about my parents having sex, you know what I mean? They knew that they were married and stuff like that. So you visually can think in your head, okay, y'all had kids, so obviously they had sex. But to think of, to have that thought process that, oh, this person's parents are doing OnlyFans, you know what I mean? Like, that's a mindset that not everybody grew up having. Okay, so now we have kids who are gonna have parents that have OnlyFans, mini vids, all the different sex website accounts that exist. It's, you know what I mean? Like, this is next level cyberbullying, and it's gonna pop off like crazy. I feel for these kids, man. These kids are gonna be going through a new world of like, just some trauma. There's gonna be some serious trauma, and I can see it now. I'm already seeing it now. You're gonna have videos and interviews of children that absolutely hated growing up in a household knowing that their parents were doing OnlyFans, and that kids who basically growing up as sex worker kids that like know that their parents are doing sex work and they're in absolute hell. There's definitely going to be some TV shows. There's going to be, documentaries. There's going to be all kinds of shit about this, and it's going to affect a lot of people. Good luck out there, man. It's your man, D.O.P. the Prince, man.